What's up, guys? So with baseball season starting, it's got me wondering, and I have a few questions to ask. So we all know why the baseball helmet was created, right? To protect your head. Now, with baseballs going 90 to 100 miles per hour, there was actually several deaths back in the days. So today, we're gonna find out, can a baseball helmet stop a bullet? Would it be able to protect your head? What we're gonna do, you can see behind us, we have a helmet hanging with a football inside of it. We didn't want to use an actual head because I think it's kind of important not to shoot someone in the head. So we're going to use a football. It's full of hot air, kind of like every other person that's around you these days. So we're going to start with a 22, see if it can stop that, move up to a 9, then we have a 40, a 357, and then we brought the AR-15 with 223. So let's get started and see what happens. So we're going to start off, we got a Ruger SR-22, just a basic 22 long rifle, and we're going to see if this baseball helmet could actually stop a 22 or not. So let's get started. Alright, so you guys can see it went in right at the temple. The question is, did it go through? So it did go through, and I believe it is inside the football. So this helmet's not going to stop even a 22, but let's step it up and we'll go to a 9mm. Next up, Taurus PT-24/7 Gen 2 9mm. Let's see what kind of damage this does. All right, went through both sides. So as you can see, these helmets are not going to save your life. But we're going to keep shooting them, see what kind of damage we can do to these. Next up is going to be 40. We're going to be using the Smith & Wesson 40 M&PC. This is a daily carry. I love this gun. It's been through the ringer, and it's just a great gun. So let's see what it can do to this helmet. Once again, straight through the helmet. I'm honestly surprised it didn't stop a 22. These are pretty thick, but not well made for bullets. All right, guys, next in line is going to be the Ruger GP100. It's a 6-inch barrel, 357. Now let's see if we can actually get a decent crack in this helmet. Since it's just putting holes in it, let's see if we can do some real damage. As you guys can see, football is nice and flat. I say we just unload the rest of these into this helmet and see what it does. So that was kind of a bummer. I was hoping the helmet was going to at least stop at 22, but it didn't. But as I promised, we are going up. We're going to shoot it with the 223. Then after that, we're going to hang some baseballs. See if maybe a softball is stronger than a baseball itself and go from there. But first, we're going to shoot the helmet. All right, before we start shooting these baseballs, we got a baseball and a softball set up. See if one or the other can actually make a difference. But just to show you guys, here's all the holes in the helmet. And here are all the exit holes. All of them went through completely except for the 22. There's a 22 inside this football. All right, on to the baseballs. We got softball on the left and a basic baseball on the right. We're gonna start off with a 22, see if any of them can actually stop it. Let's take a look. Well, we have an entrance and we have an exit. And that is just a 22 on the softball. I did not hit the baseball, so let's go ahead and shoot that. Okay, entrance and exit. So far, nothing baseball-wise can stop a 22. But just for fun, we're gonna shoot these with a 9mm. Now with the softball, I'll show you guys a closer up after we get done shooting them. It did like no damage whatsoever. I was expecting a larger exit wound or something, but not much. Same thing with the baseball. Doesn't look any different, but I'll give you guys a close up after we get done shooting them. Okay guys, next is gonna be a 40. After that, we'll do 357. Hopefully the 357 does some damage to these balls. But here we go. Okay, that's a bigger exit. Like I said, I'll show you guys a closer up of these so you can see the damage that we've done. And same thing with the baseball. We'll get it strapped back up, and next is going to be 357. So guys, I just want to let you know, we looked at the weather for the last week, and today was supposed to be the nicest day. Wasn't supposed to be any wind. But as you can see, there's tons of wind, so I'm really hoping it's not distorting our audio too bad. But we'll find out when we edit this video for you guys. Like I said, next up is going to be 357. Let's see what it does. You know, it's kind of fun with the wind hitting these, swinging them back and forth a little bit. Makes you aim a little better. It's good practice. So honestly, it looks about the same as the 40. But after we shoot the 223, we'll show you guys a close-up. Next up, 223. So that about wraps up our baseballs and our baseball helmets. It was pretty disappointing. I was hoping the helmet was going to stop at least 22. But, like I said, I'm going to give you guys a closer up. There's the hardball baseball. There's some exit wounds. And here's the softball with the exit wounds. You can see the exit wounds that are bulging out a little bit. Those are going to be the 40s and the 357s. Okay guys, that about wraps up our test for the day. As you can see, I would not recommend one of these to save your life. But I would recommend one if you're gonna take a baseball at about 100 miles per hour towards your head. So on top of that, don't forget, we are getting close to our 500 subscribers. Once we hit those 500, we're giving away this Olight i3 EOS. It is just a thank you from the bottom of our hearts for helping us grow our channel. Tune in next Friday for our next fun video. We'll see you guys there.